Living in Portugal is a trending topic amongst expats. From the stunning beaches, mild climate and relaxed way of life, Portugal can seem like a paradise in Western Europe. With excellent healthcare and education systems, an advantageous tax scheme for foreigners and a high quality of life, Portugal is a top contender if you're considering living in another country. But with this said, there are some things that you should be aware of. Sit back and relax as we uncover living in Portugal, expectations versus reality. Here are our 5 top things that you should be aware of. Hi there, my name is Amy and I'm a buyer's agent here at Goldcrest, the independent property buying service in Portugal. At Goldcrest, you the buyer are our primary concern, not the seller, and we will always negotiate the best possible deal for you, ensuring that you have the latest market intelligence and innovative valuation methods to make an informed decision. So, does the expectation of living in Lisbon live up to the hype? Well, let's find out. First up, if you're moving to Portugal from America or Canada, you'll probably be looking forward to exploring the rest of Europe without breaking the bank. And you'll be pleased to know that you can get around pretty easily as there are cheap flights from Lisbon and Porto to countless destinations across Europe. However, if you book last minute, you may find that prices increase fairly drastically. So be prepared and book in advance to save yourself some cash. Secondly, you've probably heard that Portugal is very well known for its affordability. And while the country is very friendly on the wallet compared to other Western European countries, you'll find that some things can be quite pricey, particularly in Lisbon, which has its own price range compared to the rest of the country. Take rent, for example. While rent is still cheaper than in, say, London or Paris, rent prices have been increasing quite drastically recently. Finding a nice apartment will largely depend on your budget, but bear in mind that you may expect prices in the capital to be a little more expensive than what you would first expect. The cost of groceries, wines, and eating out in restaurants is, however, quite affordable. Not including rent, consumer prices in Lisbon are around 40% lower than in Washington, DC in the States. Thirdly, the climate in Portugal. Yes, we know that one of the most important reasons to move to Portugal is to enjoy endless sunshine and warm days in the middle of winter and be able to get out and about throughout the year. And while this is all completely true, you may not be aware that the winters can get very cold. And when buying a property here, you need to make sure you double check, maybe even triple check, that you have good insulation in the place. Many properties, particularly the older buys, lack good insulation, so make sure you have a solid heating system in place. And fourthly, you may not be aware that the Portuguese speak a very high level of English. You may arrive in the country thinking that you'll need to start learning the language as soon as possible, and yes, it's handy to have some Portuguese language skills up in your sleeve, and the locals will certainly appreciate it, but the Portuguese generally speak a very high level of English. And finally, you may be picturing a relaxed pace of life, where you take time to enjoy the little things. Taking time to enjoy your morning coffee, appreciate the peace and quiet of people watching in the park, or spend time with your friends over a long, lazy lunch. And while this is great, it may take some time to get used to this pace of life. You may turn up for a meeting and have to wait around for a while, or have to spend a few minutes waiting to order a coffee. This is completely normal, and you'll just have to learn to practice your patience. So that's all we've got time for. Portugal is an exceptional place to live, and the positives far outweigh the negatives. We hope this video has provided you with some insight into what you can expect from moving here. And remember, make sure your home has a good heating system for the winters. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. My name is Amy, and this is Goldcrest Insights.